All right, so we're going to go through the parent functions. So this would be page 14 in our notebook. So each parent function is described with a word. I'm going to talk about the equation and then the graph that would go along with it. And all of these need to be memorized. We are going to take these graphs and then we're going to work with them. Move them left, right, up, down, reflect, stretch, compress, all of those things. So we need to be very comfortable with these basic parent functions. The first one is linear, and that would be any general kind of diagonal line. So having some kind of y-intercept, and then some kind of slope, and having just some kind of straight diagonal line. That would be linear. There's a couple others that are linear on here, like constant. Constant's also linear, but it only has a y-intercept and it has a slope of 0. So any horizontal line I would call constant. And I'm using general letters for those because it could represent any diagonal line or any horizontal line. The vertical lines we won't talk about today because those aren't functions because they don't pass the vertical line test. The other one is identity. And the identity is just a special linear function with a y-intercept of 0 and a slope of 1. And that just means, it's called identity because every x and y value is the same for each coordinate. So 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. That's the identity. Cubic is x cubed, and x cubed is going to go through the origin and then 1, 1, because 1 cubed is 1. What if you go over 2, the x value of 2, 2 cubed is 8. So it's hard to fit that on there, but 2, 8 is another point on this cubic graph. -1, -1, and then again, -2, -8 would be on the graph. So the cubic graph is going to look like an S curve. The square root graph starts at the origin, 0, 0, and then over 1, up 1, because the square root of 1 is 1. Over 2, square root of 2, I don't know. Square root of 3, I don't know. Square root of 4 is 2. And square root of 9 is 3. So over 9, up 3. So the square root function looks like half a parabola that is laying down. Absolute value is y equals absolute value of x. That's a v where there's a slope of 1 here and a slope of -1 there. Quadratic is y equals x squared. That's going to be 0, 0. 1 squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. -1 squared is 1. -2 squared is 4. And -3 squared is 9. I just put those extra points up here just so you kind of realize the pattern there where you're just squaring the x value. And the reciprocal function is 1 over x, and the reciprocal of 0 is undefined, so there's no point at the origin. The reciprocal of 1, 1 over 1 is 1. The reciprocal of 2 is 1 over 2, which is half. 1 over 3 is a third and a fourth. So it just kind of goes closer and closer to the axis but never touches it. Same going up. And then you've got those same kind of points in this quadrant. That is the reciprocal function. On the back is a test for you to see, once you have the notes done, study them and then see if you can write an equation for every graph on the back and see if you know them well enough to do that without looking at your notes.